LPA will affect Mindanao. Despite this, there is a low chance that this will intensify into a storm or even enter the PAR. Pag-asa also said that frequent rains should be expected over the Visayas and Mindanao during this period.
Sa ating nakikita po ay kapag ganitong buwan po talaga, ang mas madalas na ulanin po base sa ating climatology ay yung Visayas Mindanao area. At yun nga po, nung last December po ay dahil po yun sa shear line, kaya po nakaranas ng malawak ang mga pag-ulan yung Visayas at Mindanao. Ngayon naman po ay yung trough ng low pressure area. Maaari may factor din po na nasa La Nina season pa rin po tayo.
And Metro Manila commuters are enduring long lines at the EDSA carousel system on their first day back to work. Ian Suyu with the details.
Long lines greeted commuters at the Cubao EDSA bus carousel as it's back to work today after a long holiday.
Mas maaga nga ako lumabas.
Some like Venus opted to leave early in the anticipation of the rush, but she still expects to be late as passenger lines stretch from the overpass to the sidewalk.
Sobrang matagal ngayon. Akala ko walang pila kasi wala nang libreng sakay. Mahaba rin pala ngayon. Magpo 45 minutes na siguro, sir.
Hindi po ba kayo malilate niyan, ma'am?
Malate na siguro.
In the NEPA-Q Mart station, aside from long queues since early morning, bus arrivals were slow, adding to commuters' dismay. Dispatchers say one reason for this is the loss of rescue buses or those dispatched to one station only to clear lines. But more buses are expected to ply to the routes in the coming days as drivers return from their vacations. So far, a total of 550 buses from two consortia are continuing their operation in the EDSA bus carousel system. In Buendia, Makati, the same struggle welcomed commuters.
Around 6:30, madami ng nag-aantay dito tapos puno na lahat. So, mas mahirap sumakay. Actually, late na ako. Try po ako mag-book ng angkas kaso wala ding rider. Pero siguro mas marami po ngayon dahil balikan na lahat.
Ella, who is pregnant, waited in the line for an hour before she was able to get a bus ride.
Mahirap. Ang hirap sumakay. Lalo na buntis. Ang hirap magtawag ng taxi. Napakadaming pasahero. Kailangan mas maaga umalis. Kasi kahit maaga na, 4 a.m. na kami umalis sa bahay, ganito pa din eh.
Other commuters, on the other hand, had to resort to unconventional ways just to get a ride.
Even you see po sa likod, makikita nyo naman, halos po lahat ng tao is papunta na doon. Sinasalubong na nila yung mga jeep and buses. So parang, doon pa lang, puno na sila, hindi na makal. No chance kung sasabit ka na lang po talaga. No choice po kung mag-aangkas o kaya katulad naming mga lalaki na sasabit na lang po sa jeep para lang po umabot sa work.
The government's free ride ended on New Year's Day, so aside from the queues, commuters are now expected to pay up to 75 pesos for a bus ride in the EDSA carousel system. Transport Secretary Jaime Bautista earlier said the agency will be entertaining bids to privatize EDSA busway service by the first quarter of this year. For News 5, Ian Suyu, we are One News.
In other news, President Bongbong Marcos has ordered PhilHealth to postpone the increase of its premium rate and income ceiling. A memorandum from the Office of the President deferred the hike, citing the need to provide financial relief to Filipinos amid prevailing socioeconomic challenges. Recall that PhilHealth was set to increase premiums to 4.5% and the income ceiling to 90,000 pesos for 2023. The state health insurer said the suspension order will be discussed further at a board meeting on Wednesday. One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. President Bongbong Marcos is off to China for a 2-day state visit. In his pre-departure speech, Marcos said several political and security issues will be tackled in his visit. The government expects to sign more than 10 bilateral agreements with China during this visit, including those concerning agriculture, trade, and people-to-people exchanges. The president is expected to meet several Chinese officials before meeting his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping, tomorrow. Marcos will not be facing the Filipino community in Beijing amid the surge in COVID-19 cases in the Chinese capital. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The government's outstanding debt stands at 13.64 trillion pesos as of November 2022, according to the Bureau of Treasury. This is an increase of 3.15 billion pesos or 0.2% higher from October 2022. The Treasury says the debt increase was primarily due to the effect of the peso's appreciation against the US dollar. Devotees have started flocking to the Quiapo Church ahead of the Feast of the Black Nazarene. The church says that 1 million people are expected to join the activities from January 6 to 9, including the so-called Pagpupugay and the Walk of Faith. The traditional Traslacion has been canceled for the third straight year amid the continued threat of COVID-19. And in sports, Manny Pacquiao is set to fight again this year after inking a deal with Japanese MMA promoter Rizin Fighting Federation. Pacquiao says the date as well as his upcoming opponent will soon be announced. The People's Champ recently won via unanimous decision against South Korean martial artist DKU in a 6-round exhibition match. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.